Massacre Girl, so this will blow up the board. I hope this doesn't trigger in a way where the Griswold is like giant and one-hitting people. I think my fears are coming true, because the Griswold triggers resolve first. It's a 12-12. Well, there's still a lot of I don't think that's enough triggers to bring down this Griswold, though.
Today on Commander Replay, we check out this Riku of 2 Reflections deck and try to make as many copies of Tectonic Giant as humanly possible. Next on Commander Replay. Hey guys, help support me and save 15% on singles by using the promo code REPLAY at mothershipatx.com. Commander Replay t-shirts, available in orange and colors beside orange.
Welcome back, everyone. Playing some Riku of 2 Reflections today. Today's deck was built for Patreon supporter Ryan, who wanted to see a deck that can make as many copies of Tectonic Giant as possible, so that's our plan today. This is a pretty good opener with Mana Crypt we'll go ahead and keep. So yeah, this list is very similar to the Magmatic Force deck that I ran not that long ago, and also the Elder Gargaroth deck that I ran a little while ago. So we're going to mash them all together. There are not a ton of creatures in this deck, but the ones that are in there are pretty good if you make a whole bunch of copies of them. We're going to lead on the tap land right here. This is supposed to be a lower power game, so I think I'm just going to hold off on this Mana Crypt for a little bit, unless someone else drops one, because like, man, Mana Crypt is so strong that, you know, in this type of setting, getting out to an early start often means just winning the game, so I'm going to slow it down just a little bit and not have like 10 lands in play on turn 3 or something like that, which we probably could do, so we'll play it just a little bit chill, give our opponents just a little bit of a chance, and, you know, if it's a higher power setting, fine, Mana Crypt all the way, no big deal, but man, I've been thinking a lot lately about, like, should we really run Mana Crypt in lower power games on this channel? Because, like, what happens is someone just gets out to a really fast start and then no one has answers for it. So, I don't know. Just gonna hold it back today. That's just the mood that I'm in right now. I feel like holding this Mana Crypt for a couple turns so we don't just explode on turn 3. Anyway, there's a Sylvan Tutor. That's going to be pretty helpful for getting the namesake card of this deck. So, play a Scalding Tarn, crack a Scalding Tarn. We get something with some green, we can get the Wild Growth down right now. Thinking the Taiga right here. Let's go for the Wild Growth, put it on the Taiga. We'll cast the Mana Crypt, just get it out of our hand. Play the Rampant Growth. Looks like we need some blue mana, so we'll get an... Well, we do need a second red source. Yeah, let's get that second red source. We'll use the fetch land to get the blue. That seems good. We'll pass like that. I mean, I guess we're still going to untap on turn 3 with a whole bunch of mana. It'll probably just involve us casting our commander, though. Griswold coming in for opponent. Everyone gets a token. This is an interesting little card. To the beginning of your end step, each opponent gets a 1/1 plant token. Whenever a creature token dies, we're going to be making creature tokens this game. Put a +1/+1 counter on Griswold, and it's got trample, so it'll probably get large. Ooh, that's a Gaia's Cradle. No longer feel as bad about this Mana Crypt. It may look to blow that up at some point. Farseek for opponent. Want to get themselves a land with the Farseek. Brings it back to our turn. There's the Mana Crypt flip. We find Volcanic Island. Sweet. Let's get the Windswept Heath now, just so we don't accidentally crack it and shuffle at an inopportune time. Definitely want some blue. We'll get the Tropical Island. Play Riku. And then we'll use this Sylvan Tutor. Literally no point to copy a Sylvan Tutor, as the first one will shuffle the second one. And we're going to go ahead and get that Tectonic Giant. It is on top of our library. We'll stay put. And, do we have the colors? Yeah, we only need Simic. We should have exactly enough. Oh no, it's going to take 2 turns. So if we go Parallel Lives first, then we can copy it with the Riku, and then we'll get 3 Tectonic Giants. Griswold coming our way. Yep. Just going to go ahead and take that. Yeah, anyway, that whole Mana Crypt problem, it's not something you have to worry about in paper, because it's so expensive that when it's the 10th deck you've built and it's very chill, you probably don't have a Mana Crypt for it, so that problem just kind of works itself out, and most other people in the same boat, no Mana Crypt either, but if you're going for the hard stuff, that's when you want to break out the Mana Crypts, but yeah, it's a Kenrith's transformation. Can't say I love it. Sure, that's going to go somewhere I don't want it to. Prismatic Bridge for opponent. Should be fun. Depending on what they hit off of that, that might be enough to take attention away from what we're doing. Wouldn't mind that. Brings it back to our turn. There's the Mana Crypt flip. Go Tails. On the flip. Tectonic Giant. Play the Volcanic Island. God, how much mana do we have? 8 mana on turn 4. That's pretty ridiculous. Coming out of the gates pretty hard. I guess we just play the Parallel Lives this turn. So if Riku survives, then we can make 2 Tectonic Giants, and I'll be very excited about that. I am worried about this Kenrith's transformation, though. Although, if opponent plays their next land... nope, never mind. This makes a bunch of mana, so... conceivable that they could cast their commander and cast a Kenrith's transformation all in one turn, but I don't know. Griswold is something you got to be careful of, too. Griswold going on the attack over to the Prismatic Bridge opponent. So let's take a look at what we're playing. We're playing Riku of 2 Reflections. 5 mana 2/2. Whenever you cast the spell, pay blue and red to copy it. Whenever you cast a non-token creature, or whenever it ETBs rather, pay Simic and make a copy of it. So take a game action and double it. Very strong commander, a little bit clunky at 5 mana, a little bit, its stats are a little bit low, tends to die to a lot of things. People generally don't like when it stays in play. Ooh, we get 2 plant tokens off of the Griswold. Here comes the Maja into play. Yeah, opponent's got the 2 mana left. Hopefully they don't hit the Riku. Oh, gotta Felidar retreat first. Yeah, this all seems like it's gonna be bad. If they hit our thing, I'm definitely playing a Volcanic Offering. Unfortunately, Volcanic Offering can't blow up our creature, so we would not be able to get Riku back with it. Opponent's got some threatening stuff happening, though. Springbloom Druid, I'm okay with that. Here's the thing to think about. If a whole bunch of tokens die, we're probably not the threat for this Griswold. They probably go over there, but... yeah, this deck's coming out of the gates pretty fast. It's actually going to be a problem with the Felidar retreat. Yeah, they're going to start pumping stuff up now. Now we're getting into the must-have a board wipe territory. Opponent's going to send a 3/3 our way. It's got Vigilance. We'll block with 1. Curious to see what happens if this Griswold starts getting bigger. Because like I said, I don't think we're the threat anymore. Block 1. Prismatic Bridge trigger. Ha! Shieldred. Real magic card. Well, this game's getting kind of serious. Thought we were going to have a nice chill game, but things coming out pretty quick. Pretty quick. Massacre Girl, so this will blow up the board. Yeah, this probably needs to happen. I hope this doesn't trigger in a way where the Griswold is like giant and one-hitting people. I'm not exactly sure how the timing of everything works out with Massacre Girl. It's kind of a weird card. Oh, I think my fears are coming true. Because the Griswold triggers resolve first. It's a 12/12. Commander back to the command zone. Well, there's still a lot of I don't think that's enough triggers to bring down this Griswold, though. Oh, it did. Alright, problem solved. Nice. Slow this game right down. Love a board wipe. Makes me so happy. Opponent's got a Massacre Girl left in play, but that's fine. We won the flip. Staying the same. Misty Rainforest. Play Misty Rainforest. Crack a Misty Rainforest. Get a Sheltered Thicket, I guess. Recast Riku. And we'll try the Tectonic Giant again next turn. Yeah, that token army was like... I mean, next turn if they played a land, then probably just over. Opponent's going to Vampire Tutor at the end step. Arena trigger for opponent. Frenzied Saddle Brute. All creatures can attack your opponents and planeswalkers your... Oh, yeah! That's exactly what we want to see for our Tectonic Giant. Opponent's going to send a 5/4 over that way. I hope they don't hit us with that Kenrith's, though. I think if they, like, play a land, get a token, they'd have exactly enough to recast their commander. I guess we got to be careful of what that means, though. Opponents could also attack back at us with haste, and that's scary. Nature's lower for opponent. We should take a look at what our opponents are playing, by the way. Illegal Xeno piloting Thantis the Warweaver, fun little commander. All creatures attack each combat if able. If they attack you, it gets bigger. Vigilance and Reach. Fun little deck. Opponent gonna send a 2/2 our way. Yep, we're not gonna block. In the middle, we've got Chess Lucky playing Maja Bretagard Protector. Looks like they've got a pretty strong build of it. I don't know if it was just a good hand, but they definitely came out pretty quick. If there's a Gaia's Cradle in there, that usually tells you that they're looking to make it as strong as they can. Again, another one of those weird things where this card's cheap on Magic Online and just, it's a really powerful card. So, opponent gets themselves a Muldrotha off of the Prismatic Bridge. Our final opponent, by the way, is Sherry, piloting Esika Prismatic Bridge, and they are all about the Prismatic Bridge today. And so far, they've hit themselves a Shieldred and a Muldrotha, both pretty good. Really like it if that Shieldred does not come back. Nature's Lore for opponent. Yep. Into the north. Opponent getting their ramp going. Sure. They can attack with haste if they want to. Opponent can attack the other two. Love it. Opponents lose a bit of life. Brings us back to our turn. Tails won the flip. Ooh, Jessica's will. Yeah, we'll choose both modes. Targeting Xeno. We can copy that, which I think we should. Need to make sure we leave Simic up to be able to copy our Tectonic Giant. It'll be red and blue. Do it again. Bunch of lands in a Sylvan Library. Ooh, a Phyrexian Metamorph. This turn should be interesting. Next step is, let's see, we need to cast the Tectonic Giant. We need to go blue and red. Actually, we can get the red right there. Oh man, this could actually be kind of wild. We need Simic, excuse me. Riku trigger. Gonna make green, make a blue right here. make a copy. We get 2 copies. Control a mountain? We control a mountain. We can play an Embereth Castle. Next, cast the Metamorph. Pay the life. 1, 2, 3. Copying Tectonic Giant. We'll make a copy of the Tectonic Giant. Make a blue. That is 6 Tectonic Giants. We've got some mana floating. Can we get some green? 2 basics? Do we have 2 basics? We do not have 2 basics. How do we get green mana this turn? Maybe we wait. We can wait on... well, our mana's floating. So we probably can't wait. I mean, I guess we just play this thing and then activate it? I don't know if we're going to win, but this is going to be a really silly turn. So if we went the damage mode on all of them, what was that? That's 18 damage? We don't have any mana left, so it just makes sense for us to go for all the damage. Go to combat. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Actually, can we kill Can we kill multiple players? Because if we did 18, 1, 2, 3, 18 plus 12 is 30. Yeah, I think we can drop some people. Do 3 damage lots of times. Also, the Jeska's Will off the top. I mean, really, this kind of speaks to, like, Jeska's Will and how strong it is, and then how strong it is when you copy it. Opponent's getting real low on life. Well, please no one have anything. Please no one have anything. Oh, they survived at 1. No. Oh, well, we took basically 2 players out of the game. They might be able to do some stuff on their turn, and they actually might be able to do a lot with that haste thing sticking around. Although they may, I don't know. If they have a board wipe, like, they easily just attack over there, then wipe our board, and then everything's back to normal. Whenever a creature attacks you, its controller loses 1 life. Marchesa's Decree, same sort of thing. Losing a lot of life if we attack over that way. And they become the Monarch. Opponent gonna send 5 our way. Opponent says, take that. Down to 25. We do need to make sure that the green-white deck doesn't find, like, some giant sequence of plays to kill us. Wish they had a Mana Crypt in play. Nothing funnier than leaving someone at 3 life or less and they got a Mana Crypt that they gotta deal with. Nikado War Pride. Cool card, but probably not what they're looking for right here. Opponent gonna attack. Yep. Opponent said he drew a chain reaction off the Monarch. Well, might be a little late for that. That is a lot of 3/3s, though. Ooh, that's actually kind of scary. Are we going to survive? We're at 25. That's... is it gonna hurt? Are we gonna make it? Crop rotation. Funny story. Opponent cannot attack over here. They will lose to, any of these. Oh god, opponent landfalls? Yeah, we're gonna die. Yeah, I think that's enough damage to get us. These are all 5/5s? Oh yeah, we're dead. But Xeno just takes it home. They attack with this 5/5, and that should be the game. Well, that was an unfortunate turn of events. What did Sherry go to? Sherry was at -5, which means we needed to send 1 more at chess, and if we had done that, we would have survived, and then we easily win the game based on how things just played out right there. Whoops. Yeah, that was a math problem. I wanted to make sure I had enough to get Sherry, but then doing that, well, even though we didn't win the game, we set out what we wanted to do, which was make a whole bunch of copies of Tectonic Giant, and turns out 6 copies of Tectonic Giant melts the table. So, a couple things this game. We had the Mana Crypt, and that gets you out to just such a fast start. Now, opponents weren't exactly playing the softest of decks either. They all came out pretty good as well. There was some removal in there, and, you know, there was a Shieldred. So we probably could have been a turn faster on everything, but that also may have meant that we just lost everything to the board wipe. Don't know. But yeah, kind of the big stuff was the Mana Crypt early, and then copying the Jeska's Will really let us do some stuff. That got us into the extra token doubler, and the creature from opponent that gave our stuff haste was a huge deal. Because if we have to sit there and wait for a turn, then it's just not the same, and we probably get steamrolled by a bunch of things and all that sort of stuff. But considering how short that game was, I actually feel very satisfied in that we got to do the thing that we wanted to do and not waste a lot of time. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which decks I play next, feel free to check out my Patreon, the link below.